Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be talking you through the eyebrow technique, and this technique is the placement of your brows, because brows are so important to your face. They frame the face. When you don't have eye makeup on, they're this great focal point, and when you do, they're even more important because they frame whatever else you've got going on. Around about 3 years ago, I did a video on brow placement, and when I was going through the comments, I think maybe I made it just a little bit more complicated than it is. So this video, I'm going to correct that and get straight to the point. Now, the space between your eyebrows. Now, most people say that the way you do it is you go from the nostril out, and that's where your brow starts. And then you go from the kind of out from the nostril to the iris, and then out to the tail. Now that makes perfect sense, except what if you've got really large nostrils, or your nostrils are flared, or you've got a bridge, quite a large bridge? Now, if I was to sort of flare my nostrils and do that, it is way too far. I would need to lose about this much hair here. That would give me a very peculiar look on my face. And also, the further apart your eyebrows, now this is all just generally, nothing's written in stone. But the further apart your brows are, the wider your nose looks, especially in photographs. So the easiest way to go about the placement of your brows when either filling them in or getting them plucked is don't use the nostril, because it's not a great guideline. Use the bridge of your nose. That's where your eyebrows should start, because most of the time when we're contouring the nose, we want to make the nose look thinner. So we're going to use the bridge of the nose. That's where the eyebrow should start. So right here, not here, but right at the bridge, that's where they start. Then you go out from the nostril, which is perfectly fine, across the eye, and that's the arch. Even if you've got a straight brow, there always tends to be a little bit more lift here. That's where the arch is, and then rotate it out, and that's kind of where the tail is. So as an example, when I kind of go out here, my brow is a little bit too short. I would need to lengthen that. But otherwise, the placement here is great, because that's where my eyebrows start. And a good way to kind of see this in kind of more action is if you kind of, can you see here how much narrower my nose looks by doing this? Now, you don't want a monobrow, but this is just an example. And the further apart we go, can you see how the nose bridge looks thicker, how the nose looks wider the further I go? So you can see here, and then as you get further, it looks like the nose is becoming thicker. So this is just a great quick video on where your brow should really start, which tends to be, for most people, it's not written in stone, at the beginning, where the actual bridge of the nose is, not the nostril, because it's way too much air for a margin, and it can give our faces a really quite a startled look or a surprise look when really we're not. So that hopefully has made it quite simple for you. The start, the middle, which is always the same from the nostril, and then out, but the bridge is where we kind of start the brow from. This gives a softer look, and in photographs, your nose will look so much slimmer if that's something that you're going for naturally without having to contour it. There you go. That's how you do your brows. At least that's how you start your brows. I'll do a video and tutorial for you on how to pluck and sort out the correct brow shape for your face shape, because it's very specific to each of us, and I'll go through that in detail, showing you up close. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate and subscribe and share the video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.